Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today marks the day of my 30th day or 1 month taking estrogen and hormone replacement because yeah, I know it's only been 10 days since I posted my video about me saying that I have started the female hormones and stuff, but the reasoning because of that was I just didn't know how to put it into words. But today is officially my 1 month on female hormones, and I'm gonna go over how that's been and if anything's changed or anything's starting to change. For me personally, I don't think it has. I don't think things have started to change apart from maybe some cramps. Now, I don't know if that's just me thinking of things to complain about, but when I first started the first week of the female hormones, I noticed that my moods would absolutely horrendous to the point where I would just it was so easy to cry, and it still kind of is. It's still kind of really easy to cry, and I it's weird because normally because I'm on antidepressants and stuff, I normally didn't really cry because my moods would be regulated with my antidepressants and yeah, all that stuff. And ever since starting to take female hormones, I started tearing up, and that's just it. Moods were everywhere. I didn't know if it was to do with it or I was having a bad day. I'm starting to think now, with all the research I've done into the situation, that it had something to do with me starting different hormones and stuff. So that's fun. Also the cramps, I started having cramps, I think it was 2 weeks in my stomach. And I know trans females don't get periods and don't get the menstrual thing. I did some more research and stuff, and apparently we get hormonal cramps. I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's true or anything, but I honestly I don't know if I was sick or I did have cramps per se, but I always used to make fun of my wife whenever she had period pains and stuff, saying it's not real. It's in your head, because I always used to do it because it used to get a rise out of it, and I used to do it just to annoy her. Now, if what I experienced was even remotely close, even not remotely close to what actual women, I can't say actual women either, because I'm still a baby trans femme, so I'm still all of the lingo and the words and stuff I'm still learning. Any born female, biological female, had periods, and if they were as painful as the cramps I had, yeah, I take back everything I said to my wife about them not being real, because I was hunched over the toilet, man. I was in agony. I thought, oh no, I need to go to the bathroom really bad. I started sweating profusely. I was a fountain. I was sweating profusely. Water was dripping from me. I was crying. I was in pain. I was in so much agony, to the point where I was hunched over the sink and the toilet because I had a feeling something was going to come out of me and it didn't care where. And I know this is going to get a bit too much information, but I just want to... My YouTube, I'm going to explain my way, not my way, my transition and my journey and stuff. So yeah, I guess you could class that as a warning, I guess. But yeah, I was crying and stuff because them cramps were ridiculous, to the point where I never in my life again will I ever make fun of periods just to get a rise out of my wife and my friends. Never ever. And my sister, because she suffers with really bad ones, and remotely what I had was probably nothing compared to what biological women actually get. So yeah, whether or not that was a symptom of my hormones and stuff, I don't want that again. That sucked a lot. Another thing I've noticed as well is my hair started to feel a lot more, like, a lot nicer. I don't know why. It feels a lot more like silky and not just rough. I'm not sure. Again, everything I'm saying right now is just my experience. It could be different for anyone else going through what I'm going through and all that stuff. Okay, I'm back. So again, I'm just going through my journey and I'm documenting it as best as I can and how I can. So yeah, my hair is a lot more, it just feels better. I don't know how to explain it other than, oh yeah, no, my hair just feels like hair because it just feels a lot more like, just feels more silky and it just feels nice. My skin, I'm not entirely sure if anything's changed because I started like shaving my arms and my body and stuff, so I don't know if that's like, if I am getting that from, obviously I'm not getting the like the, what's the word I'm looking for, I'm not getting the I can't think of the word. I probably should have recorded this, like the voiceover separately, but everyone knows I do live commentary and stuff, so I just go about it while playing a game. But I don't get the urge to shave my body because of like female hormones and stuff. I do it because I want to be good in myself and I want to be good in how I look and how I feel. And I don't know how, like, I always complained, again, this is going to be like something that annoyed me about my wife personally, and I know I'm not, this whole thing is not me getting it problems my wife has and I'm like, oh, but she always used to complain about being cold. Like, no matter what, I used to call her a blankie bitch because she'd always complain about being cold and she'd be under a blankie and I was always sweating profusely. As soon as I shaved like my arms and my like chest and everything and my like everything, the next day, bro, it was like 16 degrees Celsius outside and I had the heating on at like 22 degrees Celsius in my house because I was freezing. Now, I know some of the side effects for hormone replacement is like cold flushes, hot flushes, because technically when you start doing female hormones and stuff, you start going through puberty again and you kind of forced to get like put through the menopause, I think it is. Like, you go through the menopause and that's fun. That's sarcasm, by the way. It's not fun. So yeah, my body temperature has been weird. So now it'll be like ridiculously hot outside. And back when I wasn't on female hormones or anything, I used to complain all the time that it was too hot and I'd be sweating constantly. I'd have a fan on me all the time. But now I can actually be in the sun and be like, wow, that's really nice. And I also get extremely cold now, which is fun. I'm still waiting for breast growth. Apparently, according to my wife, like, they've started like getting shape, but I don't know if that's just like, if it started, I don't know how long that takes. Apparently it's to do with genetics and all of that nonsense. Like, everyone female wise in my family has large breasts, so genetics wise it should be like that. So, and yeah, apparently they've started to take shape and I got embarrassed about it, which is odd because I fucking love boobs. So yeah, I just wanted to give like my 1 month update. I plan on doing monthly updates for my hormone and my transition journey. So if you enjoyed it, just let me know in the comments down below. If you don't like it, that's also fine too, because you can't like everything. So thank you all for watching. You've been a treat, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye.